Each and every one of us hold subconscious beliefs that determine how we come off in life, how we show up in life. Oftentimes, when you look at your own beliefs, like being afraid of public speaking, right? That's a simple one that everyone can relate to, going out in a crowd of 5,000-10,000 people. I think everyone here, if they're being honest with themselves, would say that they would get a little nervous doing that. But when you look at the logical aspect of it and you ask yourself, why is the belief there? And does the belief have any grounding? Am I going to get hurt when doing this? Is anything bad going to happen? Answer is no. But we still feel it anyway. We still believe it anyway, right? We still show up with that belief. We do the same thing when it comes to, like we believe that there is no God, or we believe this religion because it makes us feel good. But you got to ask yourself, where does that belief come from? Where did I get it? Okay, when did I adopt it into my mindset? Because you didn't always think that. You determined to think that. And then two, what is the backing behind it? Just like what I said before, being afraid of public speaking, going up, and then you're like, oh wait, there's nothing to be afraid of. Even if I embarrass myself and do absolutely horrible, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Everyone's gonna forget it, right? That same mindset that makes you hold on to the fear, even though logically you know it doesn't make sense, is that same mindset that makes you not question the beliefs that you have about there not being a God, or about this belief that you have on God, and you're not checking your belief on God. You're just allowing your brain to slowly drift into that belief. Even me as a Christian, I have blind faith, but I'm not researching. I'm not searching for answers to my questions. I'm always constantly on a search so I can answer, questions of not only other people that are curious, but my own questions. You should be testing your beliefs, whether it's religious or not. If I have a belief that I'm a good salesman, but I don't get any sales, is that belief helping me? I would think no. You'd have to admit, I'm not that good right now before you can start getting better. Still doesn't mean that you can't say I'm gonna get good, but you have to be realistic with it and where the expectations are coming from. Same, I'll take that same idea, being a good salesman, right? There's been multiple times where I struggle with this, where I am a good salesman. People are telling me, yo, you're great. And I'm doubting myself, that belief. I'm still showing up with the belief of doubt, right? And other people are saying, you're good, you're one of the best, you're one of the best I've seen. Believe in yourself. They can say that all day long. Just like I can say there's a God all day long, but if I don't believe that, if you don't believe that and internalize it, then it's gonna go in one ear, out the other. Like Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount, if you have ears, let them hear. Those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Those who have eyes to see, let them see. It will be right in front of your face, but if your heart is hardened to it, then you're not gonna be able to see it. It's like those pictures where you're looking at it, but then you squint your eyes, and then all of a sudden you see a face. It's like that. It was always there, but you weren't looking close enough, or you weren't looking for it, or maybe you just didn't realize it was there to begin with. Jesus Christ is historically backed up. The New Testament has over 5,200 manuscripts. Greek, we got Latin, we got Aramaic, which are the three prominent languages that were being spoken around Jesus's time and where he was and all this stuff. Jesus was likely speaking Greek and Latin. These are all beliefs that I have that I can verify and back up. And so it strengthens the core, okay? If you're just believing stuff without any backing, that would be a lunatic, what a lunatic does. And there's a lot of people out there that want to be right in the middle. They don't want to offend. Or maybe they're just being safe on themselves. There is no middle ground with Jesus Christ, okay? For a man that said, I am the way, the truth, the life. I am the only way to the Father, meaning God. Jesus wasn't saying, I am one of the ways. Jesus said, I am the way. If you have seen me, truly you have seen the Father, is what Jesus said. Either that's true, or either it's false. There is no, that's true, but also this is true. He made a truth claim. And he said, I am the only way to the Father. No one goes to the Father except through me. These are Jesus' words. I'm just the mailman delivering Jesus news to you guys. The question is it reliable? The question is, can we trust it to be accurate? Well, either Jesus was a lunatic who was aware that he was a lunatic, or wasn't aware that he was a lunatic, right? Or everything that he was saying was true, which means that he is God, the Son of God, and has the power of life and death in everything he touches. And I would say that the latter is more likely to be true based upon the fact, I'll just bring this up, the Sermon on the Mount is basically footnotes of all of the moral hierarchies that we follow today. Would a lunatic be able to come up with that? These are questions that you must ponder yourself, because you can't get away from the fact that Jesus was a real person. He's historically documented. And you can't get away from the fact that he said those things. They were documented by multiple people, checked over multiple translations. Look deep within yourself. Ask yourself the beliefs that you're holding that are there randomly. I got some random beliefs too. Doesn't matter how they got there, all right? But sometimes figuring out why and when and how it happened helps you like break free from it, because you're going, oh yeah, that was illogical. Because you didn't realize that back then. But now it's different. You know, we're here now, we understand. But the past you didn't understand. And the present you is still holding on to the emotions and the way that the past you was showing up. So, show yourself that it's okay to go into the unknown, to be different from what you know, to question what you know. Because ultimately, if you're not afraid to be wrong, you're going to end up being right a lot more often, because you're going to be looking correctly. Out here at Anderson Park, beautiful day, just enjoying the vibes. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, if you're watching this far, thank you very much. I'm headed back to work. Peace.